Us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the London BlackKnights and the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our featured team here. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott going out wide, finds Chubb. 7 yards there and a first down. Prescott off play action. And he wisely will throw that one away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Gannon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Gannon. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Gannon. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 1st and 10, Gannon. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. To throw on 3rd down, Gannon. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action now. Prescott drops it off for Chubb. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Prescott. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
London about set to take over on offense. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. Throwing to start the drive. Gannon. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw on 2nd down. Gannon got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On 1st down, Gannon. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Prescott to throw it. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott now. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
London about set to take over on offense.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Gannon. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down, Gannon. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons
racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Gannon. And Gordon's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff up the middle. Michaels. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Off play action. Gannon. Over the middle, complete. It's Robbins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's got it. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On second and 10, Prescott, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Pulled in at the 24. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And they will take over first and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third down, they're going to run for it here.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
From the 31, Prescott. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Cowboy 1st down there, Prescott to Gallup.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Prescott looks to throw on 1st.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They'll throw again. Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Now for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. Britt's got it complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Gannon. That's complete. It's Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. A field goal was the difference. 27-24, the final. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, terrific in the victory as his guys get to 10 wins and run their mark to 10-3. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Micah Parsons able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They go with Chubb on second down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. From the 31, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Here's Prescott. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Gannon. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. To throw on third down, Gannon.
It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gannon flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, Gannon. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. 36 yards.
And the BlackKnights take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On third down, it's Prescott. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
London about set to take over on offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st and 10, Gannon. He finds his man, complete. That's Robbins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On 1st down, Gannon. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now Prescott. Going up top for Kupp. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Oh, he shifts past him. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Gannon. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on first down. Gannon able to get this to Gordon. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. To throw on second down. Gannon finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
They'll try again. Try to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, Prescott dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Nick Chubb. Incomplete. Results, the 4th down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Down right around the 25. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. They'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Meanwhile, Dak's throw here hauled in by Kupp.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Prescott now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. He has Britt over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Prescott on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, London.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for our visitors, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year.
And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.